What's up, guys? My name is Tom Scalisi, and I am a professional digital writer, content marketer, author, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I write hundreds of articles for myself and for clients every single year, and I have thousands of articles listed with my byline and page one of Google. I'm not telling you this to brag. I'm telling you this because I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to share my experience and knowledge with you guys. There are a lot of people on YouTube that are trying to teach people how to start blogs or become freelance writers, and they don't have any actual experience in the space. I've been there. I have built my business from the ground up. I know how to blog. I know how to find YouTube clients for freelance writing, and I just want to share that experience with you. So before we get too far into this whole video series that I'm starting here, I think it's important for us to discuss the elephant in the room that is kind of revolutionizing the way the internet is. I mean, the internet, everything really is going these days, and that's AI. The truth is that the writing industry is one of the first projected to be replaced by AI, and I just think that having an insider's perspective might be helpful with you deciding whether or not this is something you could still make a lot of money at. So here's the deal. New AI tools are coming out every single day. Some of them are geared directly towards writing, and you'd be an absolute moron to think that AI isn't going to change the way digital writing, content marketing, and all of these copy-based businesses are going to look in the future. If you don't think that AI is going to come along and change things, you don't even belong in this business right now, because it's changing at a rapid pace. In fact, there are tools like ChatGPT, which famously passed the bar exam or the Wharton Business School exam, that people are using to write entire articles. So in this video, I'll explain kind of the current state of AI as it pertains to content writing and digital writing, what it can do, what it can't do, and then my opinion on whether or not there's still a lot of money to be made in this industry. So let's take a look at how AI works. Keep in mind, I'm not an engineer or software developer or anything like that. I'm not qualified to really explain this, but I'm going to do it anyway because you clicked my YouTube video and you're here. Also, I'm a huge Terminator fan. I love the Terminator movies, and the concept of Skynet scares the shit out of me, but I really don't think there's a T-800 situation coming anytime soon. So I think we're going to be okay. So AI is a type of software that uses a huge database of information. It analyzes that database and looks for patterns, and then it generates responses to user input, which would be a prompt. So essentially, the user asks AI a question, which is called a prompt. The AI software then goes through its huge database and looks for everything, every pattern, every little data piece that relates to that prompt, and puts together some sort of response, whether it be an image, piece of content like an article, or some other type, whatever the AI software does. This is true from everything from text generation to image generation to even editing software for videos. The AI doesn't exactly think for itself, but it uses its database, which is essentially like its memory, to create an answer for you based on your prompt. It's pretty amazing, and it's really only getting better. Now, first, let's go over what AI really can do right now. Keep in mind that I'm sure that AI can do more than I'm giving it credit for right now, but these are the most practical uses for it that I've actually used and generated content with, or at least tried to. First, AI is really, really good at developing small pieces of text. For example, if you ask ChatGPT what a triple-double is in basketball, it'll put together an awesome 250-word art piece on what a triple-double is and explain everything that you need to know. It'll kill that. Also, if you needed 100 words on what are the most common designer dogs, AI will kill it. AI will absolutely write you a 100-word article on the best designer dog points that it can make. This is actually one of the best uses for AI because you can actually use it to put together small bits of copy that you can then use in your articles. AI is also really good for inspiration. You can use a program like ChatGPT and put a prompt in to ask it for 50 to 75 to 100 topic ideas for articles or even videos, and it'll do it. It'll give you 100 different list items with topics that you can write about. So if you were putting together pillar pages and you needed to know what the sub pages would be on that, you can do that. It's incredible how much inspiration you can get from ChatGPT in a short amount of time, and you could be writing articles right away that you know are probably going to work pretty well. You can even adjust the prompts and keep going to get as specific as you need to. So if you had a really niche website and you started with 100 different article topic ideas on that and you wanted to really niche down, you could just keep playing with the prompts and get more and more specific, and it'll still generate 100 ideas. So one of AI's greatest strengths right now is image generation. You can use a program like dall-e or Midjourney to create seriously realistic photos just based on prompts. For example, I created this photo here that with the prompt. Let me look it up real quick. The prompt was photorealistic of T800 filming a YouTube video in front of a camera and ring light. That's pretty good. How about this one here? This is a businessman handing out millions of dollars to kids on the street. That's not bad either, right? You can use this software to create these images. It takes a little bit of time. You got to figure it out. But the images are incredible. You can use like almost any type of illustration style or photo style. And the more creative you are with AI, the better these photos get. So this is particularly helpful for bloggers because instead of paying $75 a month to have 40 stock images, you could pay Midjourney and create all the images that you want to. You have to get a little bit creative with the prompts and get better with it, but it's totally doable to completely replace your stock photo account with just Midjourney and AI generated images. AI can also help with keyword research. There are tools that will tell you where to use certain keywords in an article, the best opportunities for them. Obviously, they'll do like basic keyword research stuff, like compare like the most important words to use, but then it'll even show you where to use them in your articles. So AI can help you in keyword research as well. So AI can't find your client's voice yet. When you talk to your client and they want you to write a piece of copy for them, you get an idea of what the tone is going to be, whether it's like they want it to be fun or informational, serious, bouncy, authoritative, whatever the tone is, you're able to talk to the client and figure out exactly what that tone is, and then you can write the piece using that tone of voice. AI can't find your client's voice yet. So if you were to say, write 2,000 words on Christopher Columbus, if that was your prompt, AI is going to look at all of its information on Christopher Columbus, condense it to 2,000 words, and then maybe at that point it'll add a couple of jokes in there or try to make some of the text sound a little bit bouncy. But the reality is that AI doesn't do that well. And the other thing is AI jokes really suck. As of right now, AI isn't suited for thought leadership. AI has to use its database of information, which means that for it to generate an idea, some sort of information has to already exist. When it comes to thought leadership, where you're the first person on a topic and you're blowing people's minds because you've had this incredibly creative idea, AI is never going to do that for you. AI uses a set of data. It could update it, but it's not going to come up with new information. So thought leadership, that's still for us writers. Also, AI is not user-friendly yet. So even if you had clients that were willing to use AI to generate content and write articles, they're going to have a hell of a time doing it. The truth is that unless you know how to speak to AI, it can take you longer to figure out the prompt to get the result that you want than it can for you to just write the text yourself. So if you're not versed in AI, you're going to find using it to create content extremely frustrating. Every single piece of content you get is going to either miss the mark, or it's just not going to sound right, or you really can't even trust it because some of the information might not be true. So even if they turn to ChatGPT or Midjourney to create some type of content, if they don't know how to speak to AI, they're not going to have to get the results that they want. So is AI replacing digital writing? Yeah, I do think someday AI is going to take a lot of work from digital writers, but it isn't yet. There is still a lot of money to be made creating blogs, writing articles, case studies, white papers, press releases, and other types of content for clients because they're not using AI yet. A lot of clients don't even want to use AI yet because they don't trust it, and you can thank T800 for that. But even when AI gets to the point where it can start to replace writers, AI is only as good as, number one, the database that it has, which is filled by information from writers, and 2, by the prompts that it receives. So if writers decide to start learning how to write and talk to AI now, once AI starts taking over a lot of what we do, we'll be able to use clearer, more concise prompts that will generate the content that we need much quicker than somebody who's never used AI before. Of course, AI could get better and maybe more user-friendly, but as of right now, learning how to speak to AI is the key to getting the content that you want, and most people are just going to find the content that they get to be confusing and not exactly what they were looking for. So that's it, guys. That's my opinion. I think that there's still a ton of money to be made in content writing, so I'm going to keep making these videos to help you guys figure it out. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with somebody that you know. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll answer whatever questions I can down there. And then if they're pretty good, I'll probably make a video about them in the future. All right. Thanks for listening. Remember to hit the subscribe button.